Hey everyone, it says I have a very bad connection. I've definitely found with driving as much as I have that there's a big difference on roads that have a lot of data versus roads that don't have so much. And this section of 95, so maybe you'll see some of this driving behavior when I'm live streaming. So if you're, hey, how's it going? There's, I can't read, C. Word. I'm trying to get out of the road. Thankful that I'm not in that. And I'm driving a Model X. I've got my Model X 2017 AutoPilot 2 built in March of this year. And just a little gripe I can say with Tesla, I've noticed that the wipers here have an auto function, but apparently that's not been updated yet on the software. Even though I've received several software updates, they have not given me the AutoPilot, or not AutoPilot, the auto rain sensors on the wipers, so I gotta use them all manually, and I'm wondering when they're gonna do that. Okay, it's my police reported ahead. Alright, you're from Spain. Florida, no, I'm in between, I'm south of DC, just south of DC. I'm north of Fredericksburg and south of DC right now. So this is a pretty, this car's coming up pretty close to me here. It probably operates the best on this section of highway. It's probably got the most data. Yep, you caught a live stream. And if you know, with camping mode, whenever you put it in neutral and apply the parking brake to engage camping mode, which you're in a real camping area like a forest or something where it's really dark, those marker lights are super bright. So I'm experimenting with something to you, but I'm doing a video on it too. We're slowing down, some stuff going on. Oh hey, yeah, nice to meet you too, Bond Brothers. Sorry I wasn't able to get out there this week. I actually went to Big Boss this week. You put BB in there. It's Bond Brothers Run Club in Cary, North Carolina. I'm trying to get this mouse jiggler out of here. I don't know if I can do that. Well, I know I can do it. It's just going to take me a little bit. I don't know if anybody's familiar with the mouse jiggler, but that's a supposed hack for camping mode in Tesla, and I'm going to be doing a better, more comprehensive video on that in the near future. I pushed it in so far I can't get it out right now. You probably hear me rustling around trying to pull up. There we go. Alright, anyway, let me just show you while we're driving here to my neighbor. There's this little thing called a mouse jiggler, and what it does is you can program it to simulate mouse movements, because basically this car is a big computer, and as long as you are actually doing something on the screen or activating the car in some way like that, it will never shut off, even if you put it in park. But so the idea is we're trying to engage camping mode when we're in park, and that way you can turn all the marker lights off and be really inconspicuous. But unfortunately, this hack doesn't seem to be working right now. We're programming this, trying to program this mouse jiggler, which you plug into USB, so that it moves the mouse or moves something on the screen when it's plugged in. And it works on my laptop, but it doesn't work here in the Tesla. And me and a couple other people are trying to figure this out right now. So if you're familiar at all about how this mouse jiggler works in the USB port here in the Tesla, let me know. We're trying to figure that out. The scariest moment is when somebody, like this guy on the left or right, decides to cut in front of me. If a lane's ending, if their lane is ending, this Tesla will never back down. It'll just ram the car, cut that. I'm sure that they can, the software with the cameras that they have, make up a real car if they cut in front of you when their lane cuts off. Yeah, it would. We're trying to do that. We're trying to figure out if that can work. So hopefully we will. And yeah, there is lag time going on right now. I think with this broadcast, unfortunately, I'm headed over to I'm headed over to Woodbridge Supercharger, and maybe after I charge and do a little bit of shopping, then I'll come back on live stream again to get that section of 95 between Woodbridge and the Beltway or so, because that's really full of traffic too. Again, I just want to show you what this can do in a section of highway interstate that has a lot of data from Tesla users, because every user is a data collector now. At least anything that's from mid on will have these cameras. Okay. Hey, I'm not covering the antenna. Instead of putting this to YouTube at the same time I'm broadcasting this, because I'm just short on. Maybe by the time I'm done super and hopefully so the line. Yeah, if you can hear me, it's just very bad connection, unfortunately. There's a work truck up there on the right. One that says "Don't follow." I had a crack on my window, enormous. I hope I don't ever get in that position where I have to replace it. I've had some cars with a couple 100,000 miles on it and never had to replace the windshield. So I'm headed to the Woodbridge Supercharger. If I can hold a connection, I'll show how to hook the Supercharger up when I get there. And yeah, I know I shouldn't use the water bottle, but I'm here and ready to take over in case I need to. And on this road, I feel very comfortable. There's plenty of roads where I don't feel comfortable, Dan, using the water bottle. This is one, even with it has a lot of data and it's pretty secure.
In 5 mile. Exit to exit 6, 7. Dale.
I was saying I know I can use it in general, but I'm using AutoPilot as a driver assistance, not the sole means of, propelling the vehicle. waiting to turn off. When I get closer, I'm going to show you how I disengage
Watch
the water
out,
bottle.
vehicle stopped on shoulder ahead.
Nothing wrong. It's just grab. Alright, as soon as I pass this area where these, I'm going to get over because I've got to get off the highway here pretty soon.
To exit 156, Virginia 784, Dale City, Ripon Landing. Then
now notice there's a deceleration lane up here, but to see the dotted lines, when it has dotted lines, if it's a while, then
at 156, Virginia 784, Dale City, Ripon Landing. Stay to the right to exit 156B to Virginia 784 West, Dale City.
Okay, Dan, yeah, I'll try to do a live stream as soon as I do all that. Anticipating this stop. Now, usually I don't have to use the brakes at all. And they both turn into electric generator when you let off the accelerator. Almost never have to.
In half a mile, turn left, then turn right.
Braking with the regeneration, not the... Anybody who hasn't driven a Tesla usually has a hard time with this, and they say they want to turn it off, but if you turn off the regenerative braking, you can make it to a regular car. It does increase the electricity usage per mile, and also it's going to wear your brakes down. And I'm hoping to get 100,000 brake pads I have on this vehicle. Sorry, I was getting close to that car because I was letting them in. Normally I wouldn't get that close.
Blow away. Turn right on Potomac Middle. circle. Turn left.
And on the brake, still not using the brakes. Now I will use the brakes. So most of the time I'm not using them. Put a pedestrian here. Make sure not to run him over.
Turn left.
We're here. Now I've been to this one a lot of times. My little trick is not to use one.
You've arrived at your destination.
Is the best one here, in my opinion. Park feature. You're messed up. You can see they repainted them. And I don't even look back anymore. I just use the screen. It's like a video game. You back up, basically until it tells you to stop. Alright. You just come over here, grab this thing off, and there's a little button on it. If you push the button, it's in the and just stick it in. So make sure you push it in all the way. Eventually it's green. That means it's charging. That's pretty much it. So that's it for this live stream. I'm gonna go shopping. I bet you when I come back here, and then I'll try to maybe